decision making.
Yeah.
You know, hi Wild Woman, welcome to the Wild Woman Enchanted studio. I'm Elizabeth McLeod. I'm the founder of Wild Woman Enchanted, author and illustrator of the Wild Woman Mystery Cards, and teacher and student of all things magical.
And I'm Sarah Sahota, and I'm a speaker and a life artist.
We are going to talk today about a lovely topic that I'm sure we've all struggled with at some point or another, and that is decision making.
Yeah.
We have, from one of the tribe members, Cornelia, we have a question, or actually a message, that she said she'd like some help making decisions. Let me just read what she said. I seem to have a hard time making them. Never had this problem in my life. Sending you love. So we thought, okay, let's tackle it.
Yeah.
Let's see. And in fact, what we wanted to do was to pull a card right away. So let's do it. Let's see. We're thinking of Cornelia, and we're thinking of
change.
Okay, so the reason I really stated that we were thinking of Cornelia and this question, and when we were doing it, because I wanted to know whether or not we would end up in the third chakra, which is the power chakra, which is the one where we end up unable to digest ideas and where we don't know what to do. It's the third chakra.
Right.
And change is the third chakra.
Makes sense.
Making decisions means change is happening.
It sure does.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I hear that one thing that can occur with us when we're looking at making decisions, I'll reveal that in a moment, is that we can get caught up in the pros and cons. And so we can make lists of why that's a good decision and why that's a bad decision, and we get really caught up trying to make the right decision, the right one.
Yeah.
And, you know, I personally have a distinction between decision and choice. And so I use that when I get caught up in the whirlwind of trying to make a decision. And that is that I will always have pros and cons for everything. And then I need to go to my heart and check in.
Yeah.
And whatever that heart says, even if it's the scariest fucking option, I need to go with that.
So what has happened?
Well, it's probably
has
a big
created
decision
something.
where there's lots of people to consider, lots of things to consider. I mean, the energy I get around your question, Cornelia, is that there's lots of things to consider. And for women especially, we come up against this, right? Like to be a friend or not to be friends with someone, or to be in relationship or marriage with someone or not to be, or to be involved in our community in certain ways or not to be. And those get really convoluted because we have a great argument for both sides.
Yeah.
And what do when you have a great argument for both sides? I'm about to reveal this card. We don't know what
Do you know
it
what it
says.
is?
No.
Okay.
I just peeked to
Okay.
make sure it was right side up.
Choice! I know, right? I know, magic.
So I think I was just saying that when trying to make decision, we have decision or choice. Decision involves considering all of those options and deciding the right thing. And choice is from checking in.
Totally, and from a standpoint of working with this sort of energy, choice is in the second chakra. She's the second chakra, which is the color orange. Second chakra down by your, below your belly
way
button.
down here.
Just,
I'm going starting up here. Thanks.
yeah, no, the solar plexus is your third chakra. Thanks for asking. It's probably good to clarify. The second chakra is just below your belly button. It's sexuality, it's creativity, it's relationships.
And choices there? Oh,
so I wonder, are you making decisions around relationships? Because that could also make
that's what
happen.
I hear, is that most of us are making decisions around relationships.
Well, what's really cool about you pulling that card too is that, you know, not only is it really cool that you were talking about making choices, but it's also the second chakra. So it's asking you, this energy is saying, and to anybody who's struggling with this, it's asking you to go one below to solve it. So get creative, work in your relationships, though, you know, find your passion, do those things, because that will help you to go into your power, which is the next chakra up.
If we're having problems making choice, then we need to put integrity in, which is the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Go deep.
Yeah, go deep.
Yeah.
Every choice creates a change.
Absolutely.
So we need to pull one more card.
And they're all linked to other things, right? Are you attached to the result? Are you not attached to the result? You know, I mean, what's the impact on you and on the people around you?
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of things to consider as we're
Exactly.
making choices in life.
Dare.
Dare again. Wow.
Wow, so that's also the third chakra. So this is really for you. It's a third chakra deal. This is and I'm going to again read from the shift chart. This is something that I do in my courses, but I have it here beside me. So the challenges for the third chakra in what I call instinct. If you need some help, you can go to shop.wildwomanenchanted.com and you can get the oils and the malls and the earrings and use them to help you. We should do something on this at some point.
Yeah.
Anyways,
let's just do a whole episode.
Yeah, on like how these help you, what happens. So if you're unable to digest ideas, if you don't know what to do, if you're feeling uninspired, if you're lost your will to do, if you're unable to be in your own power, if you're having trouble standing up for yourself, if you've lost your get up and go, if you're controlling, dominating, tired and run down, going through much change, and excessive anger. So these are the challenges that come up in that third chakra area. So wear the color yellow.
Yeah.
It's a really good thing for that. Use ginger is really wonderful for that kind of thing. Here's some ideas that's also in the chart. I'm going to read them to you. Take one idea and write it down. Dance in your favorite dress. Let go of something that is not working. Do an action that takes no more than 30 seconds. Practice listening to your gut feelings. And you can also take the Empowered Fusion oil. Actually, I put this one on before we started, so it's kind of interesting, and the mall and everything. So you can put it on. I sometimes put it on my nose, just because I like to really, really smell it. This one has actually ginger in it and lemon, all things yellow to go so that the energy is really clear in that area. You can really even put it right on your tummy so that you have it right there for you. And it's good when you're feeling kind of uneasy because, you know, sometimes change can make you feel a little bit nauseous.
Oh, man. Yeah.
It's a good one. So interesting. So dare, change, and choice. Interesting. And the blessing of this is healing. Oh. So your heart. So you're working in those three chakras. Really beautiful. So when you start to work with those two lower chakras, you'll end up in your heart.
Yeah.
So I say be gentle to yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Be gentle.
Yeah. And understand that might feel like anxiety. You know, in those areas as you're working in them, that might feel like an upset stomach or like a nervousness or an unsettledness or ungrounded. And be patient with yourself as you work through that.
What the cards are saying is when you make that choice, there will be a healing.
Yeah.
So
absolutely
perhaps you
there
can
is.
rest in the knowing that there is a healing in there, and I feel like one more card needs to be pulled. And when that healing occurs, then you will have
transformation.
Again, third chakra. It's all third chakra. So you're really working in that area. So I would really, if anybody is working with decision making in any kind of way, it definitely is power, self, and will, right? So as you see here in the card, she's holding her heart.
Hold your heart, dear one.
So hold your heart as you make that decision. For example, go to the episode on night consciousness. And if you stand in that area, you will be able to hear those things that you don't hear in your regular day.
Yeah.
And that might help you make the decisions that you need to make, and do it in your own time. There's nobody else's time that you need to follow. So take the pressure off yourself in whatever way you can, because a wild woman does it in her own time.
Yeah, but do follow yours.
Yeah, follow your
Do
time.
follow yours.
Yeah. And with that, wild woman, so happy that you asked that question. Subscribe below and join the Facebook group, because actually we're going to be doing a few little...
Yeah, we're releasing some
private
elite footage, or some footage that will not be seen in the public forum.
Because, you know,
Yeah.
it's too daring. And there's
Right?
too much change involved. And you know what? The decision was that some things need to be kept within the tribe.
Yeah.
So come on over.
We'd love to see you.
I know, right?